So I chose to pursue a master's in health policy and research, as well as conduct health services research with Dr. Morris and Dr. Knowlton, who's my primary mentor. I have a background in finance, actually, so I did investment banking before I came to did medical school and residency, and I knew that I wanted to do research that had to do with the cost of healthcare and financial toxicity. And so I thought that the Masters of Health Policy, there was a lot of coursework actually focused on health economics, which was really interesting to me. Also, provided sort of like a brush up on like statistics, which I definitely needed. So that really fit in well with my plans. And then Dr. Morris is, like renowned in doing health services research, and Dr. Knowlton has been such a wonderful mentor, and she also focuses a lot on healthcare systems, financial toxicity, insurance coverage, things like that. So it really just kind of aligned well. The Stanford surgery department has always kind of supported its residents during research and made it really obvious and clear to us that we support you, take the time that you need. If you need extra time, we can find a way to work around that. And I thought that was wonderful. There was so much flexibility. I thought that was built into the program. But when I was going through, the process of finding research, finding mentors, I thought that, I could have definitely used a little bit more structure going through it, especially because you're so busy during your first 2 years. It's really hard to find, try and prioritize and make the time to do this, even though you know that it's important, you know that it's coming up. And so Ashley and I, after this grant writing workshop, sat down and thought, what if we introduce something like this for pre-PD time? Because the grant writing process, it's so helpful to coming up with your research plans and kind of forcing you to go through the motions and go through the steps of thinking about actually how you're going to do research and what you're going to do and who you're going to do it with. So that's really kind of the genesis of it. So we really kind of started around this grant writing workshop that we're going to be doing for the PGY2s. And then from there, it kind of went both backwards and forwards. So we were thinking, okay, well then in intern year, people should start thinking about, finding mentors and exploring research ideas and how can we better facilitate that. And then going forward, during PD time, Dr. Morris and Dr. Korndorfer have already put together this really amazing curriculum. They really did immediately embrace the idea. Dr. Spain, so we were at the, the grant writing workshop at the Congress, at the Clinical Congress with Dr. Spain. And I think that afternoon, Ashley and I mentioned to Dr. Spain, it's oh, we were thinking about this, would it be? And he was like, yes, go for it. I think it's going to make a huge impact in the sense of, my academic surgical career goals. I think some people come out of PD time knowing that they don't necessarily want to do academic surgery, knowing that they don't want to, go through the grind of research and all of that. And I get that. I've kind of, this offers you, PD time lets you see what that looks like, what the grant writing process looks like, what making time for research might look like. And it's a daunting kind of future, I definitely think so. But for me, I have really enjoyed my research time and I'm really passionate about the research that I'm doing. So it's something that I'm going to want to do for my future. And it's something I definitely want to focus my career on. One thing is also that the program here is also incredibly supportive of us pursuing advanced degrees, which I think is amazing. I think Dr. Han's, the extra funding that they put aside just speaks volumes to it. I mean, I think it's always great when people say something, but you really kind of know that they mean it when they put the money there. So I think for me that was just because 4 out of the 6 of us, in PD time are pursuing an advanced degree, and some of us are pursuing multiple advanced degrees. So I think that's wonderful.